So people hating on Justin Bieber was one massive pendulum swing. Now, what I mean by pendulum swing is, let's say you go into a bar or some sports game, a couple of people start fighting, start arguing, and all of a sudden you'll see a whole bar fight is happening, a whole riot is happening. Now, what just happened there is a couple of people were angry and they were expressing it. Now, there were other people who were vibrating at the state of anger, who had unresolved expression of anger. They had so much bottled up anger inside. And when a medium was presented in front of them for them to express their anger, they just expressed it. And now this is called pendulum swings. Now, this pendulum swings is a concept that has been discussed in the book Reality Transurfing by Vadim Zeland. That's one of the best books I've read in my entire existence. And I've also made a video on how you actually get consumed by pendulum swings. Now, I'll link it down in the description below and the pop-up card above. So, the whole Justin Bieber hate was one pendulum swing. Now, nobody knows where it started from. A couple of people would have started it, but that was one big hate train. It was a wave where people were mindlessly consumed. And there's so many people, like even up to this date, who hate Justin Bieber for no damn reason. Now, I was a victim of this pendulum swing. I was 12, 13, 14 when in my school people started this Justin Bieber hate train, and I kind of fell into that trap and I was swooped in that way because I at that time was so, fearful of missing out. I didn't want to seem not cool or one of those kids who are not, fitting in that crowd. I didn't want to be left out. So even I joined all these people who were like, let's hate Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber is not cool. But now I kind of realize like he's an amazing musician. I kind of love his songs. I listen to all of his old stuff and I kind of like his music. And this brings me on to the point like I was so mindlessly consumed by this pendulum swing. And throughout my teenage years, I saw people all around me getting consumed by this hate. Like they don't even know why they hate Justin Bieber. Like, have you listened to all his songs? Have you listened to his earlier stuff? Or have you listened to his newer stuff? Like, what do you hate about this? Why do you hate him? Have you listened to him sing? I mean, I love his songwriting. The way he articulates those lyrics, he swoops into those pocket spaces, sings those notes, and he comes out. And it is so seamless, it is so effortless. And his voice, it is so light, it has this windy air-like quality to it. And I actually adore it. This kind of brought me to this realization like most of us are being consumed by pendulum swings and we don't fully know it. And that Justin Bieber hate was one big, massive pendulum swing because you saw people all around the world kind of hate him for no reason. I mean, they couldn't really name all the songs. They couldn't name more than 2, 3 songs. All they could name was Baby. They couldn't name One Less Lonely Girl, Eeny Meeny. I mean, there's some great songs that he has written, all right? But that people getting consumed by this pendulum swing was something that kind of shocked me. Like now when I read that book, I kind of identified like what are the situations that happened in real world? Like what are the real world scenarios which I have witnessed, which I have been a part of, which was actually a pendulum swing. Now the Justin Bieber hate train or the hate trend was is the biggest pendulum swing which I was consumed in. That was one of the biggest pendulum swings that actually was present in my existence, like in this world, because so many people out of all the countries, from each and every country, each and every city, just started following this trend of hating Justin Bieber for no damn reason. Even right now, I'll be listening to Justin Bieber while I'm on my way, come across people like my friends, and they'll ask me, what are you listening to? And I'll say Justin Bieber, and it's out of no reason. They'll be like, oh my God, you listen to Justin Bieber, bro? What the fuck? I mean, dude, have you listened to all of his songs? Why do you hate him? And I had a conversation with him, like, why? Why do you hate him? And he's barely heard any of his songs except 2, 3 popular ones. And he has this hate over Justin Bieber. And this is how, you get consumed by pendulum swings. It's somebody else's opinion. is taking over you. You don't really know why you're doing this, doing that, following this or following that. It's like you're blindly following something, some agenda. You're being pulled into some agenda that is not even yours. And you don't even know if you are part of that agenda or not. You don't even know if you like something or you don't like something. Just because somebody else likes something or a group of people like something, and you get consumed into that group because you don't want to be the one who's left out. You have the fear of missing out. You have the fear of being abandoned. You have the fear of being lonely. And you want to be included in that group. And when everybody else around you are following something, it is very hard for you to stay on your path, stay and actually, value your own opinions, likes and dislikes, and go apart from the group. It is very natural for you to go join that group because you had the fear of missing out. And that was exactly me when this whole Justin Bieber hate train started. And I was consumed by this pendulum swing. And only now that I realize, but I know it is very hard to not go the way where everybody is going. It is very hard to create your own path and walk there. But let me tell you one thing. Once you stay true to your opinions, your likes, your dislikes, and you are carving your own way, you become more free. It essentially clears up so much mental space. You have much more focus, clarity, and you're not being pulled by somebody else's agenda. You're not being pulled by some pendulum swing. Your way is clear, and you essentially live a much more happier life. Everything becomes easier. You have much more better focus. You have so much more motivation. You can get tasks done. You're not being consumed by some other weird agenda. You are true to your purpose. You are true to your personality. You are true to your inner self. And that's the whole point of this video, because that was one big example of one massive pendulum swing. Now, if you turn on the media, you have so much fear that's being imposed upon you, and you don't even know. It's being registered in your subconscious mind. And every time you go take a decision, you are reminded of all the fear that has been inflicted upon you from that media. I mean, you did not have so much fear when you were a kid. When you were a kid, you thought anything was possible. You had so much motivation. Every day was adventurous, but you had all this social conditioning, people telling you, no, this is wrong, this is right. And you had this fear of abandonment, fear of missing out, and you don't really want to be alone or abandoned. So you have so much fear, so much constant negativity that's been filled inside your brain, inside your subconscious mind, and it's been deeply rooted inside. And now every single day is hard. Whichever task you get into, it is hard. It is hard for you to make decisions. And even when it comes to personal relationships, it becomes a toxic relationship because you are being attached to other people's words and opinions. When you are in a relationship, you take other people's words and opinions. You have the fear of not being a certain way in that relationship. You're not really expressing your true self. And that is what I call by you being consumed by some other agenda, by some pendulum swing, by other people's agenda, other people's purpose. Break out of it. Stop being chained to somebody else's purpose. Stop being chained to the pendulum swing. Stop being consumed by any pendulum swing. So, I hope that helps. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.